pretty much as expected, all of the runners are in lockstep right now, and we're going to have our first castle cutscene, so this might be a good chance for a quick donation.
All right, we have $25 from CT Conquer. Hey everybody, CT here. So happy to see SMW keep such a strong presence at GDQ year after year. Good luck to all the runners, and shoutouts to shoutouts. Donation goes to winner's choice, though let's be honest, it'll probably be for Yabi.
Yeah, so speaking of Yabi, in this next stage, Donut Plains 1, we're going to see Yabi for the first time. And as you all know, Yabi is Yoshi's father. And they are both horses, just like the horse in Breath of the Wild.
You can actually best identify that he is a horse because he lays eggs.
So everyone's going to grab, again, a Yabi here, and that's just for one jump. We have to get the secret exit in this stage. So here we go. See you, Yoshi. Yabi. So if a lot of you have seen cave categories, there's a pipe that leads to a sub-level in this stage that we use to grab a shell to swim faster through the second half. But since we don't have a cape, we cannot jump high enough to grab that shell, so the runners will not be using that sub-level.
It's actually a common misconception. People who watch this run think that it's actually just the fact that it's faster to go through that room, but with the added pipe transitions, it's actually quite a bit slower. The shell makes up that difference in the long run, and that's why they end up skipping it in this category.
Right, and so the goal time for this stage is a 42, which is kind of a tight window. So let's see if any of our runners can achieve that.
When we say when we're gonna reference a lot of numbers during the run, and we're also referencing the game timer. Usually we just point out the last two digits because the hundreds place is kind of obvious. So when we say 42, we mean that 242 left on the timer.
So this ghost house is interesting because there's a bit of a skip. So if anybody remembers playing this game as a kid, the casual way is you have to do a little tricky thing in the second room, but it turns out that the door to exit is already there. All we need to do is climb up to find it.
They're referenced as Boo Buddies in the credits for a reason.
Nice!
The camera wasn't giving BJW, or really either of the other guys, a good time, but you can actually unlock that camera by getting P-Speed jumping.
So this, in my opinion, is one of the most exciting no cape levels. So I'll just shut up and let you guys watch.
These strats are incredibly challenging, especially in a marathon, but as we say in the SMW community, fortune favors the bold.
And it looks like all four of them got
Beautiful.
Wow.
the tricky jump. I think now would be a good time to explain how Mario's movement works in this game. So it might look like when you're just running through the level, Mario has a consistent speed, but he actually doesn't. His speed varies between 3 different values very rapidly, and so it's not actually easy to come up with very consistent strats, especially when they're very precise, like in Donut Plains 3. So the fireball strat that you just saw was a way to avoid the randomness of Mario's jump heights. There are strats that involve no fire flower, which lead to random jumps where you try to get up on top of the clouds, or the sky teeth, as we call them. But using the fire flower and the left scroll to spawn the platform on the line guide at a different time makes it non-trivial to get across that giant gap.
So everyone grabbed their Yabi horses in this stage for just one jump, actually, 3 stages from now. So we're entering the second castle here, and you'll notice that the vertical room, which is the third room, is a very precise vertical climb, and especially for newer runners, the cycle skip that they're going to no doubt achieve is quite difficult. A very fast time would be a 3:38 Red Bull.
See that Silver Star has a fire flower in reserve as well as Mario's fire power-up. The reason to keep the Fire Flower power-up is to take out the bosses as quickly as possible. Both Morton, Ludwig, and Roy will take 2 fireballs and a stomp to kill, and if they don't have that Fire Flower to take them out, it does lose a quite significant amount of time.
So you may have just seen these runners are killing the boss of Castle 2 with 2 quick fireballs and jump on his head. A lot of people think that you have to jump on him 3 times, but due to a little bit of complicated details, those first 2 fireballs actually count the equivalent of jumps. So 2 quick fireballs and a jump on their head, and the boss becomes completely trivial. Now would be a great time for a donation.
And oh my goodness, we have a donation. We have a $13,000 donation.
Yep.
BK donated $1,000 saying, Yabi is Yoshi's dad. Yabi, like Yoshi, is a horse. The Zelda horse will be named Yabi. Thank you, BK.
Thank you so much for doing the right thing. So, as mentioned, the Yabi that we've been holding on to is specifically for a jump coming up in this stage right here that you see Calco on.